Well, this Black History Month, we are celebrating those who have made strides even in the face of adversity. Today, we're highlighting Jennifer King, assistant running back coach for the Washington Commanders. Not only is King the first black female assistant coach to be hired by an NFL team, this past season, she became the first black woman to act as a lead position coach during an NFL game.
And lucky for us, she joins us now to talk more about her trailblazing career. Thank you so much for being here with us this morning. We just want to know first how you got to this point and what's your story?
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been a wild journey to get here. You know, I started in college basketball and coached college basketball for about 10 years and ultimately met Coach Ron Rivera when I got my head coaching job in Carolina, and it kind of took off from there. So, you know, I've had stops in Carolina twice, at Dartmouth in Arizona, and now entering year 3 in D.C.
What do you think it means for other folks of color to see you, particularly young women, young girls of color, to see you in this position?
I think it's important. You know, ultimately I made a decision to be the representation I didn't have. And I think, you know I take it seriously. And I know the other women in the league take it seriously as well, that we're their representation now. So little kids, little girls can see us working. And, you know, if they want to be football coaches, they have, you know, representation now.
Yeah, that's exceptionally important. And there has been a lot of news, though. So your team recently went under a name change, now known as the Washington Commanders. How do you feel about this decision finally being made?
It feels good. You know, obviously it's a tough decision and you can't make everybody happy with the decision, but I'm happy with it. And I think, you know, we're ready to go into a new era, and I think our uniforms look really good. So that's exciting. But we're ready to go.
And it should be an exciting season for a lot of reasons. And listen, you know, the NFL obviously has been in the news lately, dealing with some diversity issues. And I'm just curious as to how you see your role in that, and how you would describe the league's efforts in terms of diversity beyond players, but folks like you in the coaching and management ranks.
You know, I think obviously there's always work to be done. The league has a women's and football forum put on by Sam Rappaport, which helps identify women who want to work in football. And it's not just coaching, but all aspects of the business. But, you know, obviously on the coaching side, there's a lot of work that needs to be done for diversity. And, you know, I'm excited to be kind of at the ground level now, hopefully a new era. And, you know, there's things that need to be adjusted with how we're hiring people. But I think the league is committed to it, and hopefully we can get all the ownerships and everything available as well.
Very cool. And now back to the game that you love. What, you know, for those of us who love football but don't, you know, at 5'8", I was never going to be a real threat on the field. So for those of us who love the game but don't know quite how it works, someone in your position as a coach, what is your daily flow like once the season really gets cracking over the summer?
I mean, we have really long days. I think that's something people don't realize. They only see us playing games. But, I mean, we work 16 hours a day, sometimes more, just to make sure we're prepared for Sundays. So it's a lot of work that goes into what we do, and super long days. So it's not glamorous at all. So when you see us at the game, you know, we had a long week before that.
And speaking of a long week, there's some people getting ready for an exciting game on Sunday. The Cincinnati Bengals take on the LA Rams in the Super Bowl. We got to know who you're rooting for.
You know, I guess being in the league, I don't really have a preference. You know, I have friends on both sides, so I really just want to see a good game. You know, we've had Super Bowls kind of get out of hand lately, so hopefully we'll have a nice game. And, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing it end on the last play. You know, I just want to be entertained.
And I assume this time next year we'll be talking about the Commanders' Super Bowl appearance in Super Bowl 57, right?
I like that. That sounds good to me.
All right, Jennifer King, assistant running backs coach for the Washington Commanders. Thanks so much for being with us. We appreciate it. Best of luck to you and to the team.
Thank you.